you're doing the same thing you've been doing for 10 years, 5 years. You've been struggling and you've been dealing with the same situations and issues, but now you got a God. And one of the things that I did today when I was talking to or expressing to the young lady is that, and I was letting her know that, yeah, I got my share of problems as well when it comes to believing God to receive certain things, and it feels as though those things hadn't come to pass yet. But what I let this person know was that I'm gonna still trust God. I'm not gonna just trust in what someone say. I'm not gonna just trust in a book, but I'm gonna trust in my relationship with Him. I'm gonna trust in, because if something is wrong, He's gonna speak to me. Something I need to know, He's gonna reveal it to me. And so this is how I feel. When you have a relationship with someone, when you're with God, knowing God, it's like having a relationship. It's a relationship, just like if you're married or if you're in a relationship with someone, you communicate every day. You talk every day. I mean, you converse every day. And so what happens, you do the same things every day simultaneously, pretty much, because we're creatures of habit. At some point, you'll know that person, what that person's going to do. You're going to know how that person's going to think. You're going to know how that person's going to feel because of the relationship. You'll know, you can look at that person's body language. You'll know what that person would or would not do based on the relationship, because you know the frequency, you know the sincerity of who they are. The same thing with God. The more you communicate, the more you study His Word, the more you read His thoughts, the more you read the Bible, the more you read His words, the books, the more you read, the more you'll know His mind. The more you'll know His thoughts, and the more you'll know His behavior. See, when you're in a relationship, you learn a person's behavior. You learn their body languages. You learn their body. They become predictable. Because in predictability, there's comfort, there's peace, there's trust, because you know what the person's going to do. Because they're predictable. We all creatures of habit. The same thing with God. God's going to do what His Word said He's going to do. If you spend time and talk to Him and spend time in the Word and pray and all that, He's going to speak to you. He's going to become predictable. In certain situations, He's going to do certain things because you have a relationship. And which means that in that predictability of knowing what He's going to do, you're not going to worry. Someone put that in the comment. Don't worry. That's the message for today. God's want me to come on here to let you know, don't worry. There was a song one time, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. It takes faith. Have faith in your relationship with God. You say that you believe God. You say that there's a God that exists. You believe that God is real. Then why not trust what His Word has said? He said that He'll never leave you nor forsake you. Then His Word said that. Put it on His Word. Don't put it on Don't put it on your emotions. Don't put it on the government. Don't blame the government. If God said it's going to be okay, don't worry. You got bills, right? You got bills. You got stuff you need. You got issues. You got marital problems, family problems, and all of that. Don't worry. Trust God. Because the thing about it, if you look in the past in your life, look back. Were you in situations, were you in bad situations? Were you in situations where you were probably about to get kicked out of your house, or you in a situation where your relationship was about to be over, or someone was about to die, or you were sick, you might have had a disease, you might have got cut, somebody got hurt. It was a bad, tragic time in your life. But you know what happened? God fixed it. God made things a little better. God healed. God gave you peace. God gave you confidence. God gave you comfort. And the same God that did it before, He's the same God. The scripture says that He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. What's that mean? He's consistent. So trust in the consistency of His Word. If you don't believe in His Word, you ain't got to worry. You can worry every day. Just don't worry. Just do whatever you want to do. Be emotional and complain all the time. But in you complaining, what's that's going to help? If I complain about not having a certain thing, how is that going to help me? That's not going to help me at all, me complaining.